Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Survival Stories. Happy Saturday to you. I'm in the process of moving everything, making it prettier because it started it started to look really messy in here. Let's turn on night vision. We built this in the last episode, a player interface super machine thingamajingy. Don't know what to call it. It's like someone come up with a very good abbreviation. Come on now, guys. I want to see a funny abbreviation. You know, like the spam or something like that for the name of it. But anyway, welcome back. I hope that you're having a fantastic Saturday. Can I get rid of you? Yeah, you. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. I am actually working the time you're seeing this video. Oh, hello. There's a hole here. Someone clean this up. But I am probably having a good time anyway. Now, in the last episode, we were working on this. As I said, we're also doing hanging garden stuff over at the Botania area. And man, oh man, nice comments about that. You guys are excited as I am. Now, we're going to take a little break today from the hanging gardens because we need to do some infrastructure things again. Now, I'm going to show you something, okay? I've been working quite a bit. Check this out. Oh, wait. Oh, that was the crappiest hallelujah moment ever. But check it out. What do you guys think? It's pretty good, right? So this was the place where we had the server room. And what I'm doing here is I built out boxes, these little areas here, and I'm going to put like the player interface once I have a cool abbreviation for it. We have the charging station that we built. I prettified it. Pretty cool, eh? And now we're going to put up something that I'm missing. Because check out my dump bag. Things aren't getting sucked out, so we're going to fix that here. And then what we'll do is probably, a few people have said that they want me to go back to the factory. And I just wrote factory. Why did my brain do that? My brain is crazy, I keep telling you. It's crazy. But I was thinking we'd do something like this. So we're gonna make like a channel room here. We got the white, which is from our drill, which is currently on, by the way. And then we have the black. For sure, that's my dump bag. What is the blue? A bunch of nether stars. Okay. This here is actually our current power source. That is outputting nether stars. 6 million of them to the nether star generator thingies over at the factory. Pretty soon, we are going to make a proper power system using big reactors. I've learned the mod now. I feel pretty confident with it, but we're not quite there yet, so you'll have to sit tight. Let's grab a little bit of these. I'm gonna hook this up here. The way I usually do this is I do this, and then I would probably disconnect that, and that's fine. Yes, and we're gonna put this to insert, and these are gonna be extracting with 15 speed upgrades each, and extracting always active. How quick is that? Aha, look at that. And everything's going into the interface. And as we know, things that goes in here goes into our ME system. Beautiful. Now that's up and running again. And we got space for a bit more chests. Do we want to put a light? We probably do. What did I use here? Aha. A cyan lamp. You know what I'm thinking about doing? Did you guys see my... what are they called? Lumion. Did you guys see my vanilla series, the Kingdom Craft? If you didn't, go check it out. Even though you're modded super people of awesomeness, it's pretty cool. And I think you should give it a shot anyway. But in that series, I have like a custom sky that I think is awesome, beautiful. And I'm thinking about doing that in this series as well. Because I could. It's a 1.7 texture pack, and this is 1.7. And all it takes is Optifine. So I may do that. We'll see. The cool thing with it is that it will change the lighting as well, I think. That may be a 1.8 thing, though. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know, guys. Okay, so that's all good. Let's cover it up. And then I think... black? Yes. Did I even say what we're going to do at the factory today? I think not. I think I'm too crazy in my head to not have told you. So check this out. We have a crap ton of ores because the drill has been running. I've been running a quarry. Look at this. 24,000 iron ores. And we're actually pretty short on the ingot side of things. So what I want to work on today at the factory is a ore processing room. That's right. We're in episode 90. We're in episode 90. And we need to do an ore processing room. It's pretty silly. However, I was thinking about something here. What about... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some of these painted glowstone. These are, by the way, Futura blocks from Chisel. And they are made to mimic the ME controller that we got down here, right? They aren't as pretty because they don't actually gradient from one color to another. But I think they'd be pretty pretty. They'd be pretty pretty. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think about this dashboard design of mine, by the way? Because this up here is like, you know, I think the whole room turned out pretty good. If you check out, I'm using these illumination planes as the light down the middle. We got a elevator here down to this room. And if we go back up, turn on night vision, I dug this whole room out now. You remember this was only like the roof would come here? But I dug it out, so now we have the same kind of, this is our cable room. And I gotta say, guys, I think this is a really, really important thing. If you're having a huge ME network like we have here, if you have that in your world, I recommend something like this, because it's so easy when you're connecting up things to find cables and find space, and you know, it just makes your mind sane. This is stupidly ugly though. I'm gonna fix it, and I'm gonna fix it right now. Try to stop me. Told you I were gonna take you away, you stupid idiot stone. Oh man, I hit some more stone there. This is fine, that's from the roof. We gotta make sure that everything is pretty on the inside as well though, aren't we? Yes, we are. There we go. Okay, one other thing that I was planning on oh no. I think I just destroyed that entrance. No, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Boom, there, all restored. I still haven't figured out the elevator shack, by the way. That's something that we need to work on. One thing that I was gonna say is that I usually don't build a lot of stuff off camera without you guys. And I know at the moment I have a lot of new followers to the channel, so thank you so much for joining me. I've seen your comments, they are absolutely awesome. Love you guys, you know, for making your way over here and saying all the nice things that you've been saying about the series and about me. I'm just, you know, I'm amazed. So welcome here to all my new viewers. But I just want to inform you that usually we build stuff together. This whole thing, I was so super excited after, I think it was after the last episode, that I just continued on, and I couldn't really record at the time being. But I didn't do any super important stuff. It's just, you know, it's qualification, as they say. But what do you guys think about these? I don't know. I'm trying to like design with these, make it look a little bit spacey. And I think, you know, I think it looks pretty good. Using painted glowstone for the middle, and as you can see, they do connect properly, which is nice. Just one of these have the little border around it. And I think, yeah, I think that's pretty. But yeah, you'll have to let me know. Now, I think I've said everything that I was thinking about saying. Do we want to put... I was trying something else here. Yes, let's do this. Okay, turn off night vision. Yeah, I like that. We now have a light source in the rooms. By default, we don't actually need the lumium lamps that we put up here anymore. Although that is pretty cool. And the whole area here is properly lit up while still being a little bit cozy on the sides. Look at that! I think it's pretty. I think it's really cool. This here, Vect. Love it. I wanted to put one thing out with you there. At home. No, but I wanted to ask you guys a thing before we leave for the factory. Would I be crazy if I said that we are going to try to use... Do you remember a few months ago when we were talking about the new laboratory blocks? and I showed you these. Can't remember if I did this in my Blast Off series or if it was in Survival Stories, but I know that we had a talk about it, you and I, and there was a lot of people saying that that you agreed with me of this being a pretty block. And since I've kind of forgot about it, you know, but I'm not entirely happy with this white floor down here. I like the white walls, but I'm not entirely happy with the white floor. So what I was thinking for this area, and this is something I'm just gonna leave this with you to decide. But would you, here, let's do a little bit more. Yeah, laboratory blocks. Is this a laboratory block? Doesn't look like one, you stupid thing. It takes quartz. There we go. If we do this, we'll put it in the chisel machine, of course, that we built. Boop. By the way, thank you for the likes in the last video. I did do an experiment to see if I could reach 100 without mentioning it in the beginning. Seems to have failed, although the likes are still pretty high, you know. But it seems to have failed. So that's as a learning from my side, and a learning for you. You should remember it in the beginning. I think this is pretty. I think this is super pretty. But I'm gonna leave it with you guys. Let me know what you think. Should we change it for these laboratory large steel tiles? If so, we'll do it. I like it. It just feels like getting home whenever we get here. I know we live in this world, but home is always home. You know, there's no place like home. And you gotta admit, this is pretty. I didn't realize these fans did this. That's kind of cool. It's beautiful here. Is the drill on? It looks like it's off. So let's turn it on for all the new viewers in my channel. This is how we mine things. This is our industrial drill. Check it out. Boom. And smoke. There be smoke. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like this so much. This drill, when I built it, it was like, wow, you know. I was just happy with it. Anyway, we are going to do some ore doubling mechanics things over here now, because we need to get sorted with the ore situation. Look at this. This ain't gonna stick. So what I've done, what I've done is that I've hooked up our ME quantum link chamber back here, and check this room out, ladies and gentlemen. This is cleaned up. This is our old server room, and it was so messy. Go back a few episodes when I was in here. It was so messy, and now this is actually fixed. Behind here is stone. There's nothing hidden, and I didn't do it alone. No. So I love you guys. I first of all, I should say that I've been very crappy at responding to your comments lately, or this week. That's been because I've been traveling, and I do apologize for it. I will get back on track. I've read all the comments and I've laughed, you know, all that, but I haven't been able to reply to them yet. Let me do this while I grab some stuff. But I wanted to say you guys are awesome, and some of you are on the fan server, as we all know. Didn't I have a resonant one? No. Okay. Some of you are on the fan server, and one person in particular that's on the fan server helped me out with this room here. Big thanks to my loyal fan, my admin on the server, and my friend, Scott Skolda. You came on here one evening and we had, you know, a good chat, and you just helped me clean this up. And that's how I'd like to do my YouTube channel. You know, I want to play with you guys. I want to have fun with you guys. And I want to be able to inspire and teach you and, you know, entertain you and all that jazz. But very, very happy to get the help. So all of you that are new to the channel, this is how we do things. You know, I'm not alone in creating anything. Although I'm the person that's normally on the server, I'm getting a lot of help from you guys. And on that, I can't do two things at the same time. I kind of suck. And on that note, I wanted to take this opportunity to give a very special person, someone that has been following me for a few months, been commentating, been giving me awesome epic ideas. I want to give an invite to you today. And I want to say thank you so much for all of the comments, all of the likes, all of the, you know, epic interaction that you've given me. And I want to welcome JP Miner to our fan server. Buddy, I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm looking forward to playing with you. Do send me a PM over the YouTubes. There may be a few days before I respond because that's how YouTube messaging is and my time schedule. But I'm certainly, you know, I'm very excited to get to meet you finally. You've been hanging out. You've been giving me so many suggestions. So, you know, your time has come. And for those of you who aren't still on the fan server but want to get on there, I can't invite everybody, okay? But I try my best. Whenever we get a slot up, I want to give those slots to those that I feel have been involved the most in the series here and really want to get on the fan server. So you keep it up and there will be more chances. Don't be mad, please. Don't be mad. Another thing, is this what we're gonna need? We're gonna need a cool block that's called, is it a block smasher? Yeah, I think it's this. This is something that I want to show you, by the way. This is really cool. Yes, this is what I want. Okay, let's pick that. Hey! Don't break my floor. Let's pick that with us. No, I really want to, you know, thank everybody. And there was a comment in the last video, and there has been a few comments lately suggesting that, you know, we need to start the giveaway system again. So in the past, for those of you who are new here, every 10th episode we used to give away a game, a free Steam game of your choice. The reason that has stopped is pretty much because I got a lot of hate from doing it. I got so much hate from other YouTubers, which is crazy. They were saying that, you know, I cannot compete with you giving away stuff, so I want to compete with you with your Minecraft content. You know, I got hate from people that didn't win it. They were thinking that I was rigging the system. And eventually, you know, I took my personal money to those giveaways. And I did it because I loved giving back and getting... I got more hate than love from doing so. And that's basically the reason I stopped. So there will not be a return of the giveaway system. But whenever I feel like it, like when there's a Christmas or something coming up, sure, we'll do some giveaways for sure. But I want to give you a little bit of a background why that is gone. And so if that is the only reason you're checking out the videos, then I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to disappoint you. That ain't coming back, not in the form it was. And so, you know, that's just how it is. Okay? Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. We have our drill here. We're going to move the items. They are currently being, when we mine things, they're being popped out here. And they're being shoved down to a hopper. Boop. And right now they're just being inputted into our AE system. The way we wanted to do this was to travel them or put them on a conveyor belt that goes over here into a block smelting building over here. Now obviously this is a way too big project for me to finish today, but I want to start it, and I want to start in the end of having a look at how we're going to process things, okay? So you can even triple ores, I believe, but I'm not too worried about that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have some sag mills. They're gonna be pulverizing the things. So basically, if I take an iron ore and I put it in this machine here, that's gonna be pulverized into 2 powder iron. Okay. Then we take that and we smelt it and we get iron ingots. Boom. That's very cool. Now what I want to introduce that's new. For me is this thing here, the block smasher. This can break blocks with a fortune pick. Check this out. So do I need... It got a little bit of mob essence from me testing it. So if I grab a diamond ore, you cannot pulverize... Well, I think if you pulverize you get 2. Is that random maybe? Look at how much diamond ores we got. Wow. This thing has just been running, you know, chilling out, giving us ores, being awesome. Okay, there we go. That's 4. This is interesting. I wonder if... what does NEI say about this? Pulverizer always gives us 2. A sag mill says that it's going to give us 2. But then this gives us a bonus output of 200% if we have those, if we have the dark steel ball in there. If I just do a few, that's 4 again. This may actually be better than the block smasher. Okay, let's do a sample here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do all 9. Uh-oh. That was 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, so that's the result of the alloy sag mill with the dark steel ball. Now let's try it in here. This guy requires a mob essence though to run, and I've set it to fortune 3. So if I put 1 in here, it's gonna work it, polish it, and boom, 2. I need some more space here. You know what else I need to do? I need to grab my cyan bag there and take this away. I was doing a little bit of repairing here earlier. I'm removing the marble from the walls, as you can see. There's still a little bit there and there. So that cyan bag thing, the player interface thing that we did in the last episode, really helps out on that. Anyway, okay, let's go back to this now. So 1 more. Alright, so that's the result. 17 from the block smasher. And how many do we have here? It's more than 17. It's 23. But it does require us to spend some dark steel balls, which is occasionally coal and iron, on it. But this requires us to have essence, which we do have a lot of, but we haven't really set up or reset up a farm for it. I think for diamonds though, we're gonna go with the sag mill and dark steel balls. Yeah, that sounds good. For the block smasher though, I was thinking about dense. Will this handle dense ores? Oh, it looks like it. That's cool. I think that's the only thing that could break them down, apart from like a terrain smasher or an autonomous activator or a block breaker. We used the block breaker in the last build, so that's not, let's do this instead. Can we do a dense diamond ore? And what would that give us? This is exciting. It's, like opening presents almost. 6 diamonds, okay. So what about, we use the block smasher for the dense ores that we find. Can it handle the nether denses? The nether denses. Yes, it can. Okay, very good. And then can we take this cobalt and pulverize it? No, we can if we use a pulverizer, I'm pretty sure. Which means that we have to use a thermal... Hello! Which means that we have to use a thermal expansion setup as well. Yeah, check that out. So we can double it by doing so. Okay, and then can we smelt it in here? Or do we need a thermal expansion? We can, okay. Okay. So we're gonna need a mixture. Let me figure out like a building plan for this. And I'll be back with you. I'm not gonna do any conveyor belt things today, but I want to get this whole basics up, right? Another thing that I would really want to introduce you guys to is the thermal, or no, the ducts, item ducts. I've been trying these out a little bit on my own, just to see if I could learn them. And I don't want to go and teach you guys about these are basically pipes from thermal expansion that they have brought back from thermal expansion 2 or 3. And they are not as good by any mean as the Ender IO ones. They are slower or more expensive if they are quicker. But they are very, very pretty. And the cool thing here, let me demonstrate this. Do I have those servos that I made? I do. Okay, so if I grab a chest is let's grab 2, why not? And let's put one down here and another one down here. And let's then grab some of these servo things. I don't think we need one there. These servos will allow me to here and disable the redstone. So now this chest will be pulling items if I put something in. Here's the cool thing with them. It's visible. The items that they're moving are visible. Check that out. So I want to try and incorporate that somehow so we can see items in this factory room move around. So they come in on the conveyor belt, they go from the sag mill to another one. And I don't care so much about speed. The difference between the yellow one and this one is that the yellow one is much quicker. We can demo that, can't we? We'll demo it. I'm just a little bit worried about time today. That's the only thing, because I need to head to my work and I need to get this video rendered. It sucks. It sucks to have so much travel lately, but that's just how it is. Now, if I were to put in... Can I do like that? Oh, we can't even see it. There you go. You saw how quick that was? So that's the difference. Now the last one here, the warp item duct, is even quicker. This guy will transport items immediately. So if we do this and that, and then we go boom. The difference here though is that this guy requires power. When I'm powered, this will move it just like the normal item duct there. But if we were to grab a tesseract and some power ducts, redstone ducts, yes. Put that down, maybe we'll put it here. And we'll go power duct like a so. No? Like so, okay. Why couldn't I place it here? Isn't that crazy? That's weird. But if we do that, look at this. It changes. It looks very, very cool. But now I think the items are moved instantaneously. Yes. So that is very, very quick. But it does require some redstone power. I don't know how much power is needed, but it will be draining a little bit of power. Anyway, I go put something up now. I go work a little bit, and I'll be back with you. Now check this bad boy out. Oh, this looks so cool. This is our unskinned ore processing room to be, or factory. And I think it's very pretty. I love seeing the little items travel. And that's the whole point with this. Sure, we can make it more efficient, but who the crap cares? Not me, you know. Anyway, I got an input from the thing over here. Well, at the moment it's not really an input, but this is where we will pull the conveyor belt. I'll see if I can figure something out in between episodes with that. Now that gets sucked up by this hopper and down to this collector chest filled with copper. We have another input chest here, which is picking up stuff from our A network. And remember, we have like thousands, 100,000 of ores to process. This was like at 25,000 when I started today, so it's doing its thing. And I've configured a few things. So copper it can handle, gold and iron it can handle. Basically what happens is I've put in some white lists here, or black lists, and this chest will import from the ME network, as you can see here. And then it will blacklist dense ores to go up. Everything else will go up as it is right now. I may have to, you know, work a little bit more on the filters as I find that it's needed. Anyway, from there it's collected in this collective chest, and then it starts to be round robined, as you can see, out to these machines. On the pulverizer I put something called a filter from Thermal Dynamics, which will whitelist only the cobalt ore and ardite ore, because that's what we want to pulverize. The rest we want to throw to the ZAG mills. And from the bottom we're pulling it out, going into this chest. And over here I have another filter where diamonds and emeralds and cobblestone at the moment are being pulled down because they are only to be SAG milled. They're being pulled down and into this output line over here. The pulver, however, will go this route, travel into the alloy smelters and be boiled up to beautiful ingots. Magically, right? And then into our AE system and back to the storage area. On this side here, I've worked out a system for dense ores, and I think this is pretty cool. I'm using the block smasher that we looked at Fortune 3, but this guy is only gonna be dealing with, how can I show this? This is a blacklist. These are the things it will not deal with. It will deal with, come on now. Is this a whitelist? Oh, I don't have a filter that shows it, but basically it will deal with diamonds, nether quartz, lapis, emeralds, coal and redstone. I made a little test and it turns out that all of the blocks that doesn't turn into ore blocks, the fortune affects. The other blocks that it doesn't affect. Okay? So the other ores that aren't going into the block smasher, they travel into this little iron chest here. And then I have an SFM system that simply, I'm not going to go through, we've done it for 3 episodes. It simply outputs it to the block gate here, places the block, and then I have a block breaker also from MFR, breaking the block and then pulling them up and into the system. So this little gadget here I want to try out because I haven't really. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a little bit of density. I want, you know what, let's do some iron. And then I want some redstone. So what I'm gonna do is place this here. And hopefully, if I place this here, we should get both of them. There's the redstone. It goes up to this, and as you can see, it's being fortunized, and the iron ore is being placed there, broken by this thing. Oh, that's so cool! And then goes back to the system, and obviously the iron ores will eventually end up here again and then go through the smelting process. Isn't that cool though? Isn't that beautiful? Wow. I am really satisfied with this so far. Obviously what we'll do is skin this, make a pretty building. I'm thinking chimneys, I'm thinking smokestacks, but that will be for another episode. For now, I'm gonna continue to filter stuff, and I'll wrap up. I'll end this episode right here. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to show me some love and hit the like button down below. Leave me some comments and feedbacks. If you got any ideas for what you want to see with this build, then let me know. You have yourself a fantastic evening, and I'll see you in the next episode.